Oh boy. Okay. And the best part.
The neuropathy. I don't know why you're here, but I had my neuropathy has been getting worse and worse. I had a back operation because I broke my back about 12 years ago, something like that. And they found out the reason it broke where it did. There's a tumor, grapefruit-sized tumor wrapped around my spine, and it weakened it. So anyway, that's another long story, but I won't bore you with that. But they said, okay, well, the neuropathy, doctor might have nicked a nerve or something like that, and it's affecting it. So I've been wearing Crocs for many years now, since then, because it's got all the little protrusions, and it was helping the circulation, I think, in my feet just by walking in them. Anyways, in the meantime, I'm asking all these different physicians that I'm going to, and the last story I got, this is the one that blew my cork, and that was they said, what's going to happen is it's going to keep getting worse and worse until you can't. And I noticed that when I was going up to the school, when I'd walk around the shop, I started tripping over things because I couldn't feel anything with my feet. My feet were on the bottom, and it's you depend on your feet for balance. And anyways, so I was getting a little upset about it. And the last story I got from the VA, one of their physical people there, doctors, I said, well, they're going to get worse until you can't feel anything. I said, well, I'm almost to that point now. He said, then it's going to start moving up your ankles and into your calves. He says, when it gets up to your calves, you'll probably either need a walker or a wheelchair, and we might even have to amputate.
Oh, Jesus.
That was not what I wanted to hear. So Dr. Dave here says, oh, I think we can take care of that. I said, yeah, okay. Let me have another glass of wine.
He didn't have it one. Maybe later.
Yeah, I celebrated because he pulls out this little machine and he turns it on. I said, it's making a noise like the old, I don't know if you grew up near a farm or on a farm, but they have electric fences and keep the cows in and other things out, but it makes this clicking noise.
PEMF, so it's pulse electric magnetic field there.
And what it does is going through a coil of wire. He's got a couple different pads, a big pad like this and a small one for my two big clod hoppers will fit on side by side. And after the first session, which was probably about an hour, something like that,
Yeah.
my feet started tingling again, which was better than it was because they weren't doing anything. I couldn't feel them. And just that, he says, by realigning the cells and whatever it is. But now I go along, and the last time I did it, he leaves the thing there when he's not using it. And so if I'm sitting there watching the news or TV or movie or something, I'll put my feet on them and do it. But last time I did it, there were like two toes, I think number 3 and 4 toe on my left foot, and then 2 and 3 toe on this one. When I go like this, they were getting a little numb. I couldn't feel them that way. So I said, well, it's time to do this again. So I did it again. I've done it 4 or 5 times. Maybe not quite. Maybe 3 or 4 times probably over the last 3 or 4 months, something like that. And he doesn't always know when I do it, but I do. I test my feet all the time, find out. I could not believe that all these doctors, podiatrists included, could not come up with a cure. I'm like, the AMA is missing the boat on this one.
And a whole lot of other stuff
Yes.
too.
And
sure.
so now you're not tripping.
No, I'm not tripping, and I can walk around up in the shop again, which is great because I can at least do some of my. I suffered some memory loss in my open heart that I had about 2 years ago now, and
Anesthesia maybe.
No, you had a
I'm
mini
not-
stroke and a brain bleed.
yeah. I don't know that it was actually a stroke, but I had some stuff going on for months before that.
Well, that's what it said on your.
I was going to. Well,
That's what the doctor wrote
yeah,
up.
I know. But it was a doctor that wrote it, so that it doesn't mean it's right.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
So, anyways, now I forgot where I was, so I got off the track a little bit. So,
You said you were having some memory loss and you had it going on for a few months.
yeah, and
It helped
we've
with
been
that?
working on it. Been taking different things, trying different stuff. I was going to the eye clinic at the VA because my eye was like getting a veil across at my left eye, and all kinds of things. I thought I'm going blind or something with my optic nerve, or they checked my carotid arteries and
Right.
this and the brain scans and the all the other stuff that they do, and they couldn't find it. And then I was going to court one morning for my stepson, and I went into the prosecutor's office. He was going to tell me what he was going to ask me. He said, "Oh yeah, I'm only going to ask you 3 questions." Well, that's a whole different story. But the thing is, I started feeling very funny. My head felt funny, like a little buzzing going on. I was going to the eye clinic because of the vision, and it would actually make me dizzy, and I'd have to sit down if I was at work. And